I would like to also thank all of our speakers.
Hold on, it's okay.
I'd like to thank all those who are seeking the democratic nation to send Congressman Lee Zeldin into early retirement. And of course, welcome to all of you who came out today to the 2018 Women's March Rally, Power to the Polls on Long Island. You know, it wasn't too long ago that the world seemed to be normal, right? We had hope and expectation. We thought things were starting to come around. And then the normal disappeared. And what seemed like a heartbeat in overwhelming ugliness came to the surface and everything changed. Whoa! No doubt about it, 2016 in November was a wake-up call. Overwhelmed with shock and despair, people were forced to look in the mirror at their sense of social responsibility. And since then, millions have been propelled out to the streets, determined to turn our greatest nightmare into a movement of unity, strength, and change. And here we are today, conscious, emboldened, and ready to rock. Today, culturally, electorally, and as a grassroots effort, women are the most important political force in the United States of America. This past year, we have watched this current administration assault basically every aspect of our lives. We have watched power being stolen right from under our noses by billionaires and corporations. And we have watched our democracy crumble. Every single day we wake up and think, what now? I believe November 2016 was the wake-up call we've needed for a long time. And our response, historic. Last January's Women's March was the single largest protest in global history. We had our moment and it was stunning. Right here on this corner, that moment brought out thousands to stand together with a promise to turn things around. And as we continue to turn our moment into a movement, we need to continue looking in that mirror and ask ourselves every single day, how am I exercising my citizenship? How am I the change? What am I willing to do to realize the vision of equality, freedom, peace, and justice for all? This women's movement was not just about politics, it's about values and opportunity. And it's not a single issue movement. There is much work to be done. We know that all these changes, to get all these changes, we are dependent on one thing, and that is voter turnout.
Yes.
We must turn up voter engagement for the November 2018 elections. So how do we do that? For one, we continue to speak out and march loudly with the truth. We continue to engage our representatives and let them know what we see and what we want. We step outside our box and march to the polls, and be sure to bring your neighbors with you. This year, the Women's March, Power to the Polls movement has partnered with Rock the Vote to reach a goal to register 1 million new voters. They need our help. They have launched a voter registration app, which enables people to register to vote on the spot in minutes with their phone. It's simple, quick, and effective. I want everyone here today to make the commitment to partner with Power to the Polls and Rock the Vote. Use this app to update your information. Change your party affiliation if you need to. Get others to vote. We must do this if we want to change the ground game and have our voices heard at the ballot box in November. Today, talk with each other, network, find your place in the massive opportunity of organizations on Long Island and get connected. I believe we can do this. As Thomas Paine said, we have the power to start the world over again. I've seen it in Virginia. I've seen it in Alabama and Wisconsin. I've seen it on Long Island with the influx of concerned citizens marching in the streets, flash mobbing through the village, calling their representatives and taking their neighbors by the hand straight to the ballot box. I know the dozens of new groups who have risen over this past year and the historical influx of women who have committed to run for office. Make no mistake about it, it's going to be a tough fight. The money machine behind those at the top are mighty and vast. But if we keep our eyes on the prize, if we continue to resist and persist in solidarity, keep this movement of voter mobilization going, and bring our power to the polls, I know we will do what it takes to build up our political power, win the House and the Senate in November, and take our democracy